class does end at 1 o'clock, but the assembly, we're not dismissing until 1:07, so we can go past that.
Okay.
Okay, so we're good on time.
Okay.
15 solid minutes.
Sweet.
Okay, so don't feel rushed.
Okay. So if you want to take your little paper out, we're going to practice some articulations. I know that the percussion people don't necessarily play wind instruments. We're going to blow on it like we're playing a brass or a wind instrument. So if you just want to do it to participate, that would be awesome. So we're going to do staccato first. And staccato is like a shortened note, nice and short burst of air for it. Don't forget to, when you're blowing on them, tongue it like you would on your instrument. So it's like you're playing an instrument. So for staccato, we're just going to do quarter notes on this. So you see it goes away and it comes back really quickly because it's a shortened note and I'm not blowing on it a lot. We're just going to do that for 6 beats. So if you want to hold that kind of close to your face but enough to blow air on it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Kind of hold the top of it so that you can see it move. So it's nice and loose there. And try that again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Kind of see it moving? Does that kind of make sense? Cool. And we're going to do accents. So kind of the same beginning of the note, but you want to keep pushing into it. So you want a really strong start to the note, but then you can kind of back off. Kind of exactly how it looks. It's like a mini decrescendo. Start strong, back off a little bit. So it'll look a little more like. So it won't quite come all the way back to your face, but it'll have a sharp burst at the beginning. You ready? Hold your papers up. And try hold it on the top and hold it up so that you're blowing on the bottom of the paper so you can see it move. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. It looks pretty good right here. Missing a little bit right there. Does the accent kind of make sense there on how you're going to play it on your instrument? So the last one you see a lot of the time is tenuto, and in this one, in this instance for this piece, you kind of want like weight on the note, but you're going to hold it for the entire length of the note. So when you blow on the paper, you won't really want it to come back to your face. It'll kind of stay a little lifted, so it'll look a little more like this. But you still want to tongue the quarter notes. Okay, you can try it. 1, 2, ready, go. Pretty good? Makes sense? You guys think you can try it on your instruments now? So for the practicing part, we're just going to look at measure 14 to measure 18, like a really short area of the music. And we've worked on all the rhythms for this, and we played it a couple times, so you should be pretty solid on playing this part. For the first time through, we're going to play every single note staccato. So ignore the articulations written for the current moment for 14 through 18. We're just going to play the whole thing staccato. It'll sound kind of weird, really short notes. Instruments up. 1, 2. Have stuff there? No, not in the percussion part.
They have music, yes, at 14. Yeah.
You guys can play it too. Just play it staccato. You can try that again on staccato, 14 through 18. You ready? 1, 2. Pretty short notes. Let's try that with accents. So really strong beginning of the note, and then back off a little. You guys ready? Just 14 through 18 again. 1, 2. Good? Does that feel okay? Did that part understand how the accent works? We have one more to go on those. Let's try this tenuto. So you're going to play the full length of the note this time with a little bit more weight. Does that make sense? Ready? 1, 2. It sounded kind of like how you normally play it. Could you just give a little more air in the notes? Just push on them a little bit. Does that make sense? No, this time we're playing it with the tenuto marking. So the full weight of the note with a little stronger playing, if that makes sense. I'm going to try one more time on the tenuto articulation. Ready? 1, 2. Cool, I liked it. Trumpet sounds really good. Now that we have learned all the accents and you know it pretty well by now, we're going to go from the beginning until measure 31 as written. Now that you understand the articulations, read them as they are in the music. And we're going to measure 1 to measure 31. We're starting from the beginning now, as written. Is everybody on the right page? Good to go?
Sorry, just a second. Guys, gals, I promised our student guests that we would not have to worry about behavior or focus or any of that. Help me keep that promise. All right? Yep. Here we go.
All right, from the top, as written. Instruments up. At measure 23. So if we could go right at 14 to 31 and try that again. The articulations are sounding pretty good. They could be just a little stronger. So just remember how we practiced them and kind of apply that to the music. So right at 14, okay? Ready? Fall a little bit behind right at 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, right at 27, but it was a lot better that time. You're at about 1. I say we we're pretty good if they want to pack up and get going for the assembly.
If you want to focus on style, we could narrow it down to one of the sections though. If you want to do like measure 5 to 14 or 14 to 23, those are more solid.
We could do that.
Yeah.
So just measure 5 to 14 sounds good.
Yeah, just tell us what you want us to do.
We have a few staccato followed by tenuto notes. So if we could just really push into those, so like short, short, and then pushed into, if that makes sense. On like, we don't have any saxophones. Or clarinets. The trombone and the baritone and the tuba have a little bit of that. And we have some trombones in here if you want to. Actually, we're going to go 1 to 14 on there.
I got you.
So 1 to 14, because we've got a couple in the trombone and baritone parts where you have staccato, staccato followed by the tenuto notes. So if you could just really shorten up the staccato and push into the tenuto notes, that would be great. You want to start right on 1 just to get into it. Ready? That's a good place to stop. So on measure 12, we have accents on every single note because we're leading into where the flutes come in on the melody. If that could be really sharp and really strong on those accented notes in measure 12, just to lead us in, that would be great. Could we start at 9? Would that work for everybody? Okay? Right on measure 9. Yeah, I like it. That sounds good. Nice and strong there. I'm good.
All right, ladies and gents, let's give Miss Alexis a big thank you.